They said she was the perfect wife, the kind of woman every man dreams of. But what if I told you that her mother-in-law turned her life into a living nightmare? And one day, that nightmare turned into the deadliest revenge you could ever imagine. Emily was a gentle, kind-hearted woman who married into the wealthy Johnson family. Her husband, Michael Johnson, was her world. She believed his mother, Victoria, would be her second mother, someone to guide her and love her like a daughter. But from the very first day, Victoria hated Emily. She saw her as a thief who had stolen her son's love, a stranger who didn't belong in her home. At first, it was small, cutting remarks. Emily's cooking was never good enough. Her clothes were too plain, too cheap. Victoria mocked her in front of guests and whispered poison into Michael's ears. She's not the right woman for you. She'll ruin our family. Emily endured it all in silence, believing that patience and kindness would win Victoria's heart. But patience only made her torment grow worse. The cruelty escalated. Victoria began spreading rumors that Emily was having an affair. She hid Emily's belongings and accused her of being careless. One day, she even declared that Emily had stolen jewelry from the family safe. Michael, blinded by loyalty to his mother, began to doubt his wife. The man who once promised to protect her now looked at her with suspicion and coldness. The question that shattered her soul came late one night when he asked, "Emily, are you cheating on me?" The betrayal deepened until Victoria staged her final drama. She screamed, broke things in the house, and claimed that Emily had pushed her, that Emily wanted her dead. Michael did not stop to think, did not ask for the truth. He dragged Emily out of the mansion into the pouring rain. She stood there, broken, humiliated, abandoned. And in that storm, while tears mixed with raindrops on her face, she whispered to herself, "One day, they will pay for every tear they forced me to shed." From that night, Emily built herself anew. She worked long hours, studied through sleepless nights, and carved a path for herself. Every insult, every wound, became her fuel. Years passed, and the fragile young wife was gone. In her place stood a strong, successful woman admired for her courage and intelligence. Meanwhile, the Johnson family began to crumble. Michael's business started collapsing. Investors pulled out. Victoria's reputation in society rotted. People whispered in drawing rooms, "Maybe it's karma. Maybe this is the price they pay for what they did to Emily." But they had no idea that Emily was behind the curtain, pulling the strings with quiet precision. Emily had risen to power as the CEO of a rival company, the same one Michael desperately needed to save his dying empire. Desperation left the once proud Johnsons with no choice. They came to her office, humbled, broken. Victoria's proud face turned pale when she saw Emily seated behind a grand mahogany desk, powerful and untouchable. Michael begged, "Emily, please, we need your help." Even Victoria, whose tongue once dripped with venom, whispered with trembling lips, "We need you." Emily rose from her chair slowly, her eyes piercing through them. Her voice was calm but cut like a knife. "Do you remember that night, Victoria? The night you called me a liar, a thief, a whore? Do you remember how you threw me out, Michael, without even hearing my side?" The silence in the room was suffocating. Victoria's hands shook. Michael's eyes filled with shame. Emily walked toward them, her heels echoing like thunder. "My revenge is not to destroy you," she said. "My revenge is to watch you crumble under the weight of your own cruelty." She signed the contract in front of them, but instead of saving them, her signature sealed their downfall. The Johnsons lost their last fortune, their name reduced to dust, and in the public eye, Emily revealed Victoria's lies, exposing her manipulation and cruelty. The society that once respected Victoria now spat her name with disgust. Michael collapsed in tears, begging, "Emily, forgive me, I was blind." Victoria, the proud matriarch, fell to her knees, sobbing, "Please, Emily, forgive me, I was wrong." Emily's eyes glistened with tears, but her voice was unshaken. "I forgive you, but I will never forget. My revenge was not to destroy you, but to rise above you, and to make you live every single day knowing that the woman you tried to bury is the one who won." The Johnson mansion was sold, their empire vanished, their pride shattered, and Emily walked away stronger than ever. Standing tall on the balcony of her skyscraper office, looking out over the city. The wind carried her whisper into the night sky. Sometimes revenge is not about blood. It's about rising so high, they have to look up to see the woman they tried to bury.